Hi, these are our Level 1, Week 17 and 18 lesson plans. These are our vault stations. Students will be starting with their expo vault. They will present, run, proper hurdle to the board, do their hands on, feet on, stand up on the resi, and present. At our second station, we will be doing barrel rocks to a mat. So students will start up tall, trying to stay as flat as possible, fall, and then put their hands on the floor or a height appropriate mat, and help them heel drive up, helping them with their handstand flatbacks. Over here, we'll be doing donkey kicks. So our hands will be flat on the green and purple trap block. And then we will heel drive with straight legs and straight arms as high as we can. The block may be lower depending on our student's height. On the yellow block, we're going to be doing our pike handstand shoulder taps for a strength station. So students will get into a pike handstand, so a handstand from their hands to their hiney, and then tap their shoulders one at a time. Floor stations. At the panel mat, we'll be working on our jumps. So students will either choose their straight jump, tuck jump, or straddle jump and land in the hula hoop off of the high panel mat. At our second station, coaches will be having students work on the skills that they have choreographed into their expo dances. So this might be a handstand, it might be a cartwheel, it might be a jump, and will be different depending on each coach's routine. In between the rainbows, we're working on getting our feet up higher in our cartwheels. So our hands will go in between the rainbow, starting in a lunge, landing in a lunge, trying not to hit the rainbow mats. And at our last station, we'll be working on our bridge kickovers. So students will bridge up. If they are ready to, they will kick over. If they're working on getting their head off the floor, that's what they'll work on. Or maybe their back bends up the cheese mat. Bar stations. On the front bar, we'll be doing our expo routine. So the students will start by presenting, doing their tuck swing, chin up pullover, then their 3 casts. If they're ready to do their back hip circle, they will add their back hip circle, forward roll down, land, and then present again at the end of their routine. On the middle bar, we'll be doing our soul circle hang. So students will hang with straight arms, put 1 foot on either side of their hand, make straight legs, and hang on the bar. If that's easy, they can add a few small swings. On the back bar, we're working on our grip strength again. So we're going to be doing our monkey crawl all the way down. The expectation is for legs to be together and squeezed and straight, and they can monkey crawl all the way down, landing in their safety stop at the end. On the floor bar, we're working on our soul circle dismounts. So we're going to put both hands on the bar. We're going to jump our feet on at the same time, apart into a straddle, land on our bottom with straight legs holding on to the bar. Beam stations. On the front beam, we'll be doing our expo routine. The students will present, swing a leg over, do their V-sit, feet come back down, do their proper mount. We'll do our arabesque as our balance skill, do 1 chassé down the beam, step squeeze, pivot turn, do our 4 step kicks to the middle of the beam. When they get to the middle of the beam, they'll do their straight jump, followed by their lunge touch or their T-touch. Next, we'll do 4 releve steps down the beam. Then they will dismount. They'll either jump off the beam or do their round off dismount, depending on what each student is ready for, and then they'll present at the end. On the middle beam, they are doing independent dismounts, so dismounts that they can do by themselves. This may be their jump or their round off dismount, depending on the student's capabilities. On the back beam, we will either be doing our chassé, that is in our beam routine, or we'll be doing jumps. So they'll work on their straight jump, 1 foot in front of the other one, or they'll do their tuck jump if they're ready to move on. On the side beam, we'll be working on our skill for our expo routine. So for some students, this might be our lunge touch, both feet on the beam, reach down, touch the beam, or if they are ready to progress to their T-touch, they will do that. If they are ready for their broken leg kick, that is what they will do at this station.